Greetings, everyone. I think the title of this video is going to be something like, I didn't really like Project Wolf Hunting. So give me a second to explain my stance here. First of all, I want to have a shout out to two people. First is a longtime friend of the channel, Mr. Glyn, who really suggested this movie to me a long time ago and said I had to watch it. And the second is a person who doesn't like me to mention his name, but he knows who he is, who supplied the movie to me. So big thanks to both of those guys. They both really enjoyed this film. And they were both pretty keen for me to have a look at it and tell me see what I thought of it. And, well, this is it. Let's explore about it. So, firstly, Project Wolf Hunting is a 2022 Korean action movie, very gory Korean action movie, about a group of criminals, hardened criminals, who are being expedited from the Philippines back to South Korea via a cargo ship. And on board are some highly trained Korean police officers, a couple of doctors, obviously the crew, the criminals, male and female, and also in the basement, unbeknownst to everyone, in the basement are a couple of scientists, look like scientists, and some kind of monster. And what happens is that the criminals stage a coup on the cargo ship and take over, and very brutal kind of coup. But about halfway through, the monster also is released, and he goes on a bit of a rampage on the ship. And that rampage has some rather gory side effects. So first up, I'm not a gore fan. And I know that sounds strange because I love horror movies, but gore, I can do gore, but not when it's splatter fountains. And again, weird because I like Japanese gore movies, but they're silly. They're deliberately silly. This is supposed to look realistic, and it kind of does. However, I've never stabbed anyone in the neck, so I don't really know if that kind of blood effect is realistic or not. But the movie really, really earns points from me because all of the effects are practical, and practical effects rock. Digital effects, especially for blood, suck donkey's balls. I fucking hate when you watch a movie and you see and it's a digital effect and it just looks shit. Like surely no one likes it. I get it's done for budgetary reasons and it's also done for censorship reasons. So you can sell the same movie in multiple countries with different classifications by just toning down the blood. But it just looks crap. So Project Wolf Hunting knew straight away they're probably going to get the top rating in every country, possibly even banned. I'm surprised it's not banned here in Australia because of the gore. But it is full-on gore, and you're talking fountains. You're talking slippery hallways of blood. Old boy style blood, but ramped up to 14. So the practical effects get a point from me. Awesome. The story's a bit... It's easy to follow once it kicks in. Like once you figure out what's going on with the whole Project Wolf Hunting, once you understand that the guy's been spliced with wolf DNA, once you understand that one of the inmates, the convicts, is also one of these super beings as well, but he can just control himself. And that part's fine. I can deal with that part of the story, and I don't like the fact that it's left itself open for a sequel. But as Mr. Glyn suggested to me, Dan, this is the first of a trilogy. Good luck trying to make 2 more movies like this, because I'm not sure you can match the gore. It'd be like if Rob Jabaz decides I'm going to make The Sadness 2. Good luck, mate, because the first movie's fucking deprived. How are you going to make a second one that beats the first one? I do like the fact that the movie just kills off its cast. It's like it introduces you to a whole bunch of people. Here's all these nice police officers. They're dead. Here's this cool dude. He's dead. Here's a whole bunch of crew that you've just met. They're dead. Death count in this would be massive. And if anyone ever did a kill count video on this, I reckon you'd probably end up using half the movie footage in the kill count video because there's a lot of kills. Great if you like that shit. Just gets a bit much towards the end. But the action's pretty solid. I don't mind the action. And especially when the beast, the monster, starts his bits, it makes you feel like one of those... when you're playing one of those video games where you're super over powerful and you're just kicking ass and going through waves and waves and waves of people just destroying them really quick. That's what it felt like at times. It was just going through a level on Streets of Rage, beating the living snot out of people and just destroying them. there's no one kill seems to be the same. There's a lot of kills in it. They don't seem to be the same. They've tried to go original throughout it. There was a severe lack of decapitations in the film. I would have loved to have seen a decapitation. Maybe a Sub-Zero would have been pretty cool. But, the Predator already did that 20, 30 years ago. What else? I lament that there's... This sounds dumb because I've said I don't like gore, but I'm kind of lamenting the fact that there's no trauma-style head explosion, like from the Toxic Avenger, when the head of the kid gets run over, and I'm kind of lamenting that. I think there should have been some kind of head explosion, but that might have looked pretty shit. So I've gone through some of the things I liked about it, and clearly what I don't like about it. But I'd like to know what you think, because I know that this movie has its fans. I know it's got a lot of chatter online about how awesomely cool this movie was, and I just didn't see it. Didn't get the same vibe. Not to say that I don't appreciate those who do got that vibe. So that's why we have a comment section here on YouTube, and I'd like you, and Odyssey, I'd like you to write a comment and just let me know what you thought of it. And if you thought it was good, if you thought my opinion is right or wrong. I know Glenn's probably going to say, nah, Dan, it was great. It's a great action movie. You're fucked for not liking it as much as I did. That's fine, mate. And you know what? Keep the recommendations coming, because I love them. I love going through your recommendations. But this one, I'm not so sure about. So I don't want you to change my mind, but I do want you to put comments down below to tell me why you liked it and why you think I should like it. So maybe that is you trying to tell me to change my mind. Like this video, subscribe, do all that other shit that YouTubers ask you to do, and I'll catch you in one of my week in horror movies, or maybe one of my movie commentaries. So thank you for watching this, and I'll see you next time.